Good afternoon, my friends. Good after Saturday noon, my friends. My name's Tim. I'm honored to be here. I'm grateful to be here. I'm a certified addictions counselor in the state of Florida, certified recovery coach, certified event interventionist, sober companion, and sober transport. And I'm just doing what I said I'd do last week, and thank God I got another week to do this. This is my mental health check-in, right? We all need it, right? We all need this mental health check-in. You know, did you feel like during the week you were going through the weeds? Or maybe when you run or you hike, just so I can put a little identification to it. You know, did you feel like, you know, when you come on all the gnats and you got to run through them? Was that what your week was like? You know? Did you get overwhelmed? Did you take time out to go sit and find your spot, whatever that spot may be? All these branches, they're all connected. I'm just so much a part of that as it is of me. You know, just think about, we're into June. No judgment, right? We always have a casual conversation. No judgment. Think about it. Is anybody out here, anybody you know, on a diet this year? Maybe the New Year's resolution, those kinds of things, right? And there's always that plan. You always got to hit your wallet or your purse sooner or later. It's usually sooner, right? And you go on these diets and you're motivated, etc., etc. Be honest with yourself. You don't have to put it out here. That's fine. That's cool too. How much money did you invest in your mental health this year, since we're already into June and it's almost gone? How much have you invested in your mental health? You know, have you taken time out to sit under a tree like that? I'm very fortunate. All these trees, look at that. They're right outside my door, right? And I detox my mind. Don't worry about it, like the title, right? Detox the mind and the body will follow, you know? So how did you live this week? Do you know anybody struggling? And if you do, did you call out to them, right? For you people in a 12-step program, right? How many meetings did you attend, right? Did you call your sponsor? Did you do any step work with anybody else? Were you in the literature of the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, which by the way, is in the Library of Congress? Did you just call and say hello to somebody, you know? Did you just stop and say hello? Hey man, how's it going? You know, did you pick anybody up? Right? Did you see anybody struggling? Right? Hey, Mike, thank you. You always make me think about what I need to do. That's awesome, you know, because everything we need to know is already in us. It's just I'm here on Saturday as, you know, one brother to another sister. You know, if you're listening to me or you follow me, you know, you struggle just like me. And that's what's so great about this. You know, we come together. You know, I just want to let you know, if you haven't hit the notifications, hit notifications so you know when I'll go live. I started a YouTube channel. If you want to go over there, that'd be great, man. Give me a like, subscribe, and you're already in service to others. Because one day it might be exactly what you need to hear. And what you need to hear might convert or change your life forever, right? And then you can pass that on. When we have these tremendous conversions, we can pass them on, you know. What was your prayer life this week, right? So how much time did you spend detoxing your mind, right? Or are we spending, I'm not saying, you know, physical, of course that's a great thing to do, right? Of course, it's a sacred temple. Our bodies are sacred. They're a temple. And when we don't treat them right, they get sick, right? If you're right, you know, we are what we eat. I get that. But is my focus on the vitamin? Is my focus on the fish oil? Or am I focusing on fish oil for the mind, vitamins for the mind, prayer, meditation, self-care, doing a run, doing a fast run, doing a jog, right? What am I doing? I just think about it. If you looked it up right now, right? How much money spent on diets and body image and all this stuff. And I like to know how much is spent on the mind. I mean, of course, there's a lot. But I bet you all the other stuff outweighs it, right? This troubled world, this man-made world, right? You know, I have all the necessities that I need, right? I have this incredible mind, have an incredible body, and between the two, they're very resourceful, they're very resilient. So mental health check-in Saturday, you know, it's like I told you last week, you know, May was Mental Health Awareness Month. That's great, it's fine. I believe it's every day, and if not, at least once a month, and if not, at least once a week. And so I made my pledge, you know, that I would come out here on Saturday, do a mental health awareness, a mental health check-in, and just see what's happening, you know, and maybe just jolt that mind a little bit, right? Like, how did you respond this week? How did you live your week, right? Every breath you exhaled this week, you're not getting back, period. It's gone, it's expired, it's done, right? But every breath I take in, even though I'm moving forward and forward each day, allows me this thing called life, this magnificent thing called life, and allows me to keep putting one foot in front of the other. But I need support sometimes, and I need love sometimes, right? And I need help sometimes. We all go through the weeds, man. We all go through the weeds, and I've been through them for 33 years, you know, with my mental health issues, my alcoholism, my drug addiction, you know, and there's so many, there's millions of us out there, you know. We celebrated the birthday of AA this week, right? And look at those guys. They felt just like me, right? Two losers who changed this world forever for a guy like me, right? In my uncomfortabilities, in my loneliness, in my depression. I could care what. You know, when I was sick, my mind used to be like, yeah, well, you know, in the 30s. Well, I could care less if it's 1976, 1990, 2021, right? Loneliness is loneliness. Depression's depression. Lack of self-worth is lack of self-worth. It doesn't have to be attached to a year. That's an internal thing. A year is a man-made, you know, tracking system, sort of say, right? It's a calendar system. So I love you. Spread this around. Share it out. We'll be back tomorrow, Sunday Night Live at 7. If you have any topics you want to talk about, let's do it, man. If you want to send them to me in confidence, I promise you, I give you my word, you'll remain anonymous. And so just think about it, you know, like everywhere I go, you know, I'm outside a lot, right? Because I'm taking care of myself, and I see garbage all over the place. Is that like, that's the imprint that person left. Just think about that. That's the imprint that person left. Selfish, self-centered, ate their little thing and whoop, right out the window so somebody else could pick it up. Just think about that. Like, for real, right? Like, just think about that compared to sitting underneath this tree and tapping into the beauty of it, and it's and the magic, you know, just the magic and all this self. I can look at that tree, it looks like nothing's getting done, but everything's getting done. Or I compare that to just going down the street and throwing garbage out. Like, just think about the comparison in the prints. What was your garbage this week? Was it placed in the appropriate receptacles, right? Or was it just thrown out your window on the road? You know, it's amazing how much garbage I see. And just think about that. Like, that's what that person left. I'm choosing to be the best version of myself, right? And I make myself vulnerable doing this, right? I'm a wide open target, man. Oh, you don't know what he taught, or whatever that those minds come up with, right? Those egos. So I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about my well-being, and I've been given a gift, and I understand that today. I'm going to pass this gift on. Not everybody's going to be receptive to the delivery, and that's okay. I'm not here for that. I'm here to be of service to me and you and my God, right? But it's actually maximum service to God and maximum service to my fellows. And then I come. So I love you. Be good, man. If you want to shoot me anything, shoot it over. Be good to yourself. Just think about how you live this week, you know, where you're walking, you know, when you go on hikes or jogging, you know, you hit those gnat clouds, you know, where you're like this the whole week, you know. And even if you went through a gnat cloud, how did you respond? Did you detour? Did you take another route? Did you walk run or walk a little lower? You know, how did you adjust to that, right? Because they're not going anywhere, right? So... okay, so I'm going to be taking off. It's saying my temperature, my phone is getting hot, so I'm done. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Sunday Night Live at 7, and be good to yourselves the rest of the day.